What's good, people, man? This your boy Z, the real here and then. These are the videos I hate doing. These are the videos, I can't stand to do, but I gotta do them because, this is, first of all, I want to say this is no beef to Big Country. Brother, I'm not trying to start no beef with you, but I gotta correct you when you're wrong, man. You can't do a video unless you got facts, okay? Because half you stuff you're saying about Kaepernick is not that true. It's not accurate. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not accurate, because Kaepernick is a freaking sellout. Before I continue, Kaepernick is a sellout. And the reason why he's a sellout, because this man, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this videos. Big Country, you obviously have not seen the settlement at all. You were not paying attention. Okay, I don't know where you've been this whole time, but for those who don't know, for those of you who don't know, or if you've been living on a rock or you ain't been paying attention, Kaepernick recently sat out of court, okay, just last year. Yeah, I think it was early. Yeah, I think it might have been early this year. He settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. The NFL basically paid Kaepernick money to not take this stuff to court. That means supposedly all the stuff that Kaepernick's attorney or lawyer was saying that the NFL was doing against him, right? All the phone calls the owners was doing. Donald Trump trying to communicate with these owners. All the stuff y'all say that Kaepernick was being blackballed. He's this, he that. Okay? For those of you who don't realize, man, anytime you go in, you got a case you're battling with, if you suing anybody, right? The person you suing got a chance to try to sell out the court with you, with every other money to end the case, right? So they don't have to either they don't have to go see jail time, or they don't have to lose their business. So my argument with this is, Kaepernick was such a activist. If his protest really means something, and he is really fighting for social injustice, wouldn't he have taken this to court and exposed the NFL for truly being racist? The problem with Big Country, the problem I have with you and others like you, you don't look at everything that's going on. You don't watch the entire news. You don't see everything that's going on. You only telling people things that you want to tell people about, okay? No, Colin Kaepernick sat out of court to not ever bring up being blackballed. He cannot say the NFL blackballed him. He can't say the NFL kept him from getting a job. He can't say none of that. The man ain't said nothing in 3 fucking years. 3 years, okay? Philea Castillo got killed. Stephon Clark got killed. This man ain't said nothing. And yet you want to defend this sellout. The dude is full of crap, okay? Let me tell y'all the whole reason why Kaepernick sat down, and I have videos on this. Let me reiterate. The reason why Kaepernick sat down, because he threw a tantrum for getting benched the season before. Remember, let's go back, right? After Colin Kaepernick lost the NFC Championship game to the Seattle Seahawks, okay? That means the Legion of Boom, Big Country. You know full and well about they are, right? Your team beat them for a Super Bowl, right? When Big Ben took over. And I'm going to get to him later on in the video, right? When Richard Sherman picked Colin Kaepernick off in that NFC Championship game, which was the second one he took him to as a starting quarterback. When the team moved out of Candlestick and went to Santa Clara, they went 8-8. Colin Kaepernick did a Tony Romo. And I'm a Cowboys fan. Tony Romo was known for 8-8 seasons. But the reason why Colin Kaepernick did an 8-8 season, because he's just not that good, okay? The man don't know how to adjust in the pocket. He don't know how to read defenses at all, okay? That man embarrassed Jim Harbaugh. Now, before the season started, the GMs told Jim Harbaugh they didn't want Colin Kaepernick scrambling out the pocket. He didn't want to end up like RG3. By the way, look what happened to RG3. As soon as RG3 got his knees busted in the Atlanta Falcons game, he wasn't the same, Big Country. So, for Colin Kaepernick's safety, the GM was looking out for Colin Kaepernick. He told Jim Harbaugh, do not run the wing option no more. Colin Kaepernick got pissed off, okay? So Jim Harbaugh gave him different plays. He ran for Alex Smith, which, by the way, Alex Smith lost his job to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick's the reason why Alex Smith is no longer a 49er. When Alex Smith worked so hard to be there. When Alex Smith got that concussion in just that season, the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. Alex Smith could not come back at all when he was recovered. He couldn't get a spot back. That man didn't play a single down in either the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. Okay? So this is a black man taking a white man's job. Which I know is none of y'all want to bring up Alex Smith at all. Right? Alex Smith don't matter. Why? Because some of y'all are that fucking colorblind. You that damn biased against race that you don't see the Caucasian man was innocent. But let me continue, right? So, Big Country, if Colin Kaepernick is so good of a quarterback, then why did he go 8-8 in Santa Clara when they came over there, then go from 8-8 to 2-14, and then go to 1-16 if he's really this good of a quarterback, sir? This is what I'm still trying to figure out. How was the NFL exiling Colin Kaepernick when Colin Kaepernick out of a guaranteed contract? Okay. Again, let me repeat that. Colin Kaepernick opted out of a job, okay, that he had because he was mad at the fact that things was not going his way. Okay. Tom Sula at the time, the same man who built that 49er defense that was ranked number 1 with Patrick Willis, Justin Smith, Alden Smith, Deshaun Gomes. That was Tom Sula. Okay. Tom Sula got that job because of how well he put together that defense that helped Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh is that good of a coach. Okay, I give him that. This is the same Jim Harbaugh who basically helped Travis Frederick, Richard Sherman, okay, Andrew Luck. All those guys came out of Stanford. That Jim Harbaugh coach, right? He's that good of a coach. He had Alex Smith looking good, okay. And Colin Kaepernick's nowhere near the level that Alex Smith is. But let's continue, right? How is the NFL exiling Colin Kaepernick? How is the NFL blackballing him when Colin Kaepernick chose to opt out of his own deal that they signed him to? When Colin Kaepernick's contract was up, they re-signed him. John Lynch re-signed him because they wanted him to still be there. Okay? Out of that whole season, that 2016 season, out of the whole season that he was on, that he took a knee and was protesting, the man wasn't trying to win no games. I don't care who you are. You could be black, white, brown, yellow, green, purple, blue. If your team goes 1-16, you're not going to be in the league for very long. Okay? This is the problem with people. This is the problem with Big Country and other people that go on YouTube trying to defend Colin Kaepernick. This is a problem with all you internet revolutionaries that go behind a keyboard and talk trash all day long. You ain't going to do shit your damn self. This is for all you so-called people who got a problem with the NFL because you think it's racist because things ain't going your way. This is the thing, man. The NFL is a business. It's all about producing. It's all about wins and losses, okay? So when you're not producing and the top level, you're not going to be around for very long. Either you're going to get your spot taken or you're going to be released from the team. Colin Kaepernick was not producing at all, okay? So when does a protest have to do with winning football games? Okay? Because when you sign your name on that dotted line, you wear that uniform with your last name on it, you're getting paid all these endorsements, you're getting that big old paycheck, you're getting $1,000 donated into, you getting $1,000, millions of dollars put into your bank account every month, and you represent that city or state. You're there to win football games. Let me repeat that. You're there to win football games. Let's get that out the way now. Colin Kaepernick was a substitute. He was drafted as a backup. This man was not a starter, okay? You don't believe me? Go look at where he was drafted at. That man was a backup, okay? Because it could be an argument. If Alex Smith never got injured, and if Alex Smith would have beaten the New York Giants, which, by the way, it wasn't his fault they lost, that bonehead kick returner didn't fair catch it. Alex Smith had the 49ers up against the Giants. The year the Giants beat them and won and went to the Super Bowl against New England, that could have been Alex Smith's football team. Okay, Big Country, let's get that out the way now. You know what I'm saying? Because this video, man, is full of bullshit. Okay? Again, man, I see you got subscribers. I'm not hating you all, but again, man, you can't comment it and you don't see everything that's transparent right now, right? I don't see how you doing this video and yet Colin Kaepernick did not expose the NFL at all. That means he was wasting his time. Okay? So again, man, if Alex Smith is really this good, then how come they went 1-16? Colin Kaepernick is just as responsible for the losses. And again, let me reiterate. Let me take y'all back to the very beginning. All right. So when Jim Harbaugh left, right, and Tom Sula took over, they went 2-14. Why? Because again, Colin Kaepernick was losing too many games. He was losing too many games. They was on win-loser streaks, and then Tom Sula had his job in danger. It's because of Kaepernick that Tom Sula got fired because that offense wasn't doing anything, right? He puts in Blaine Gabbert. So after that happened, yeah, Colin Kaepernick gets injured, whatever, okay, that happens, right? But just because you get injured don't mean you leave. Colin Kaepernick requests trade after that season. And this was the year the Denver Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50, right? That defense shuts down Cam Newton, right? Colin Kaepernick says, I want to get traded. So what does John Elway does? John Elway gets an offer, right? He offers to trade for Colin Kaepernick. Except John Elway wasn't going to take the $160 million. He was going to trade Colin Kaepernick for $7 million and offer on the 49ers a draft pick in exchange. Colin Kaepernick told his agent, no, I don't want that. Okay? And the only reason why the Niners couldn't trade Kaepernick because it's hard to trade a quarterback with a low QBR rating on a team that went 2-14. It's hard to do that, okay? So again, Big Country, you can't say the NFL exiled him when this man's own fault he ain't in the league, right? And then let me state some more facts for you, right? After the man opts out of that contract after 1-16, after he didn't talk all that, he talked about Donald Trump, he talked about Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton was a Democrat. If you saying that about police killing innocent people, yeah, the police do kill innocent people, but black folks ain't the only one police are killing. Let me rephrase that now, folks. This is what big country's not gonna tell you. Police are not just killing black folks; they're killing Caucasian, they're killing Mexicans. Matter of fact, look at how many these Hispanics got did wrong. These immigrants getting did wrong, okay? Because again, y'all want to talk about officers killing people innocently. They shoot Mexicans. They shoot Asians. It's not reported because it's not going to get no views. It's not going to get the news. The news don't want that in y'all brains. When I was staying in Orange County, I seen a Caucasian man, basically a hobo on the street, get tased with his ass hanging out by 2 officers who are Caucasian. Gonna have the man down, but then tasing the man. And the man was just minding his own business trying to survive. They're going to tase the man because he was homeless, got his ass hanging out, tasing him, man. That was disrespectful and it was nasty. I seen this happen, right? In the OC. Okay? So you want to talk about black folks getting brutality rated against them? They ain't the only ones. They brutalize Samoans, they brutalize Asians and Mexicans, all equally, okay? So let me get that out the way now. Big country and all these YouTubers ain't gonna tell you none of this shit. But let's continue, right? So if Colin Kaepernick's getting blackballed, then how come the Miami Dolphins tried to sign him? They was talking about bringing in, but yet Colin Kaepernick wears a Fidel Castro shirt saying great minds think alike, right? And for those who don't know, the reason why Miami is populated by Cubans is because they escaped Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro was responsible for killing thousands of people on that island. Fidel Castro was a mass murderer. Yeah, the man is known as a revolutionary to the communists, but again, that don't erase the fact that Fidel Castro did some horrible things in Cuba, okay? And you can see Colin Kaepernick tweeting on Twitter with a Fidel Castro shirt on, knowing full well it offends the Cuban community. So the Dolphins owner didn't want to take a risk on Colin Kaepernick, knowing that you got the Cuban community coming out of him. People were going on strike. Then on top of that, Ray Lewis, right? Ray Lewis was talking to Steve Bruschetti, the Ravens owner, about signing Colin Kaepernick in a meeting with John Harbaugh, Jim's brother, and Steve Bruschetti about giving Colin Kaepernick a job. What does Ness Nitty do? Who, by the way, is Colin Kaepernick's handler, right? Ness Nitty goes on Twitter and tweets out, and she posted a picture of the Django, right? Comparing that to Steve Bruschetti and Ray Lewis, calling Bruschetti a slave owner, a slave master, and saying that Ray Lewis is a house slave. Okay? How you gonna get a job and your girlfriend's doing some shit like that and Colin Kaepernick did not once apologize? So again, big country, does that look like somebody that's trying to play football? Hell no. Okay? So again, Colin Kaepernick had office already. And as far as Nick Bosa is concerned, big country, why are you acting so surprised that Nick Bosa is a racist? The man was raised in a Caucasian family, man. Don't act like white folks ain't racist. Black folks been going through this since the beginning of time, since we were slaves and brought here, okay? And brought off, by the way, sold off by our own king in a slave trade, right? So don't act like this the first time. Y'all, see, man, y'all black folks, man, y'all pissed me off with this shit. You act like this the only time somebody in the NFL been racist. This shit been happening, okay? Cause let me school y'all on something real quick. Let me take y'all back, right? When the NFL first started, there was no black folks allowed, big country, at all. None. There were no black folks allowed to be in the NFL when it first got started. This is going back to the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, all right? It had not been for the Kenny Washington, okay? Kenny Washington's, the Jim Browns, the young man out of Syracuse who was the first Heisman Trophy winner. I can't think of his name right now. There's a documentary on YouTube about him, right? And if it wasn't for the Muhammad Ali's, the Bill Russells, and all these other sports, black folks would not be allowed in the NFL. No, they let us in, okay? No, Nick Bosa can't help but be what he is. The man was raised by a Caucasian family who was probably racist. That means his great-great-grandparents was probably slave masters. That man can't help it. Nick Bosa has the right to his own opinion, okay? If Donald Trump wants to praise Nick Bosa and congratulate him, he has every right to. Because most of y'all that's going against this video talking shit about Nick Bosa, most of y'all don't even vote at all, okay? Y'all don't vote against no president. How many of y'all was at the polls voting against Donald Trump the night of the election? Probably very few of y'all, right? So if you don't vote, you shouldn't have nothing to say about politics, okay? But again, big country, why are you so surprised that Nick Bosa said all that stuff on his Twitter? That's his own Twitter. He got every right to say that, okay? I didn't start worse things on this YouTube of people being racist. On my channel, big country, I want you to go on my profile, look at my channel, and look how many videos I've done about Caucasians using their platform to talk trash about our black people, right? So if you want to talk trash about Nick Bosa, look how many Caucasians talking trash about our black people. Every time Jay-Z and Beyonce, every time somebody like LeBron James or Kyrie Irving is on TV getting a lot of money and getting praise and admiration, they got to call him a Satanist. They call them Illuminati. I'm tired of that shit, bro. For real, man. Again, sir, I don't hate you or nothing like that, but again, I gotta correct you because this video is wrong, man. You looking like somebody that is not aware of what's going on, man. Racism been happening, bro. Look what's going on right now. You got white folks out here killing Jews. Which, by the way, none of y'all want to talk about the Jews at all, right? Y'all hate the Jews so much, but they synagogues are getting shot up. Jews are out here dying innocently. They didn't do nothing because these white supremacists still believe in what Hitler believed in with that swastika, and they still killing Jews, right? Look at these schools. Look at these mass murders right now. Okay, so again, man, Joey Bosa can't help the fact that he's racist. That's his own right. That's his own opinion. Okay? Again, the 49ers drafted him because they needed Nick Bosa, okay? They needed Joey Bosa's brother. That's their own. They have every right to do it. They're their owners, all right? No, it's Colin Kaepernick's own fault. He don't want to play football no more. Because if Colin Kaepernick really wanted to play football, sir, of all honesty, he would have took that $10 million the AAF tried to give him. Yeah, the American Alliance Football League. The American Alliance Football League offered Colin Kaepernick $10 million to play in this league, which, by the way, if Colin Kaepernick would have been playing in the AAF like Johnny Manziel did, and this is Johnny Manziel that transferred out the Canadian League so he could play in that league, right? Like Trent Richardson, like every other NFL reject, right? That came over to AAF. Colin Kaepernick would have took that contract they was gonna give him, played on one of the 8 teams the AAF got, the American Alliance Football League had, and still being able to continue his protest, and then he would have got a lot of viewers. That would have saved him. Colin Kaepernick turned it down because it wasn't $20 million, right? So again, with Colin Kaepernick, it always was about the money. Or else, why would he take the money the NFL gave him instead of trying to take it to court? So again, for those of you who don't understand this, Big Country don't know what he talking about right now. Since Big Country said this guy's good, he said it's 16 touchdowns or something. Let's see this shit right now, right? Let's look at these stats here. Because again, man, y'all piss me off with this shit, right? Let's look at these ranks. I'm going to show y'all who's all ranked, okay? I'm going to show you who's all ranked, and I'm going to go down the list, right? So these is ranking all 32 quarterbacks this season, right? And this is 2016. December 21st, this is 2016, right? Let's look at these ratings, man. And again, I'm going to show you more than one side, right? Look at Tom Brady. This was the 2016 season. This is the year that Tom Brady defeated Matt Ryan at the bottom there. Came back from being down 26 points. Okay? Matt Ryan was the MVP. Let's look at this, right? Let's look at these grades, right? Let's look at this, right? Again, man, since he's so good, let's look at these ratings, right? And these are all accurate. Look at Andrew Luck at 3. Aaron Rodgers, right? Let's go down the line. Drew Brees. We got Russell Wilson at 6. Derek Carr 7. Big Ben 8. Cam Newton 9, right? Matt Stafford 10. Phillip Rivers 11. Dak Prescott 12. And this was all playoff quarterbacks right here, right? Look, Kirk Cousins 13. Carson Palmer, look, 7.8, 8.4, right? Now, Carson Palmer did have 2 good seasons before then. 2015 was a great year for him, right? Look at Sam Bradford, 81.4, and this was him on the Vikings, right? Look at Jameis Winston. This was a young man, right? This was like his sophomore year. Look at that, 8.7, right? Look, is Colin Kaepernick better than Jameis Winston? Look at Andy Dalton, right? Ryan Tannehill. Marcus Mariota, which, by the way, Marcus Mariota is starting to have a great year. This man is starting to come around. Marcus Mariota is coming off 2 seasons where he got his team to the playoffs, right? That Marcus Mariota, right? Look at Tyrod Taylor, who actually that year took the Bills to the playoffs for the first time since '99. Look at Alex Smith again, and I'm gonna say this about Alex Smith. Alex Smith still, since after leaving the Niners and went to the Chiefs with Andy Reid, has never had a bad season. Alex Smith never had a season when he went 8-8 since leaving the Niners. Since he never had a season when 2-14 or 1-16. So that shows you who the better quarterback was, right? Look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, whose team was in the Super Bowl, right? Who defeated the New England Patriots. Joe Flacco, look, Eli Manning, Blake Bortles, the same Blake Bortles that beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, your Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Country, swept them, beat them in the regular season and beat them in playoffs. This Blake Bortles, right? Look, right higher than Colin Kaepernick. Look at Matt Barkley, Trevor Siemian, Cody Kessler. Now look, Colin Kaepernick, 29, right? 20-9. Great, 52.2. That's below average. Look at that. Kaepernick has performed at a slightly better level than last year, still not instilling confidence that he's back or track to be a long-term starter in the league. He ranks 33rd in adjusted completion percentage at 68.1%, and his 92.6 passer rating from a clean pocket ranks 29th in the league. So it's more than just 16 touchdowns and 2,000 yards, Big Country. This is what a lot of y'all pro-blacks don't understand. Y'all don't watch football. Y'all need to go look at those games. Go look at the games he had when he was 8-8 when John Harbaugh's last year. Go look at the year that Tom Steele had when he was 2-14, and go look at that 1-16 season. Look how many games he was losing. Look how many times he was intercepted. Okay, now this is one side, right? We're gonna look at the NFL. Come on now, let's look at the. We got Fox Sports, right? Let's look at the NFL ratings, right? Let's look at the NFL rankings. Because again, man, let me show y'all something real quick, man. Because he's not that fucking good. And y'all gotta understand something too. The reason why Colin Kaepernick is not in the league now, and one of the reasons, because some of these players, right? Some of these other football players, some of these other coaches have all told their GMs and owners, no, we don't want them there, right? So let's look at this list, right? Because again, man, I'm tired of this shit. Let's go down the line. Once again, man, Colin Kaepernick is nowhere in the top 10. He's not even in the top 20. Again, 29, right? Look at 196, 331, 59.2. Look at 27.6. Look at this, man. 2,000. All right, so look at 2,241 yards, right? Let's look at the other quarterbacks. Drew Brees, 5,000 yards. Matt Ryan, 4,000 yards. Kirk Cousins, 917 yards. And the Redskins was trash. Aaron Rodgers, 4,428. Phillip Rivers, 4,000 yards. Stafford, 4,000. Flacco, 4,000. Andrew Luck, 4,000. Carson Palmer, 4,000. Russell Wilson, 4,000. Andy fucking Dalton, 4,000 yards. Jameis Winston, 4,000 yards. Eli Manning, 4,000. Derek Carr, 3,000. Bortles, 3,000. Come on now, man. Is Kaepernick better than any one of these quarterbacks? Look at Sam Bradford, 3,877 yards. A man that still has not got to the playoffs got more yards than Kaepernick, man. Come on now. Look at Marcus Mariota, 3,426 yards, right? Trevor Siemian, 3,401 yards. Broncos didn't even make the playoffs. Look at Tyrod Taylor, 3,023 yards. Come on now, man. Y'all need to get out of here with that bull crap, man. I'm tired of that shit, man. That proves Colin Kaepernick ain't that good. That means what Bosa said about Kaepernick is true. He's a fucking clown. Now, this is Nick Bosa, right? He says, after a brief acknowledgement, he said, I'm sorry if I hurt anybody. I definitely didn't intend for that to be the case. I think me being here in San Francisco is even better for me as a person, because I don't think there's any city that you could really be in that would help you grow as much as this one will. I'm going to be surrounded with people of all different kinds, so I'm going to grow as a person. I'm going to be my own. I'm going to grow up. I'm going to learn a lot of new things. It's exciting. And it says, what about the tweet about Kaepernick, who sought to give a voice for the voiceless by kneeling during the national anthem protest, police brutality against the people of color? Does he still does he still consider Kaepernick a clown, as he posted 2.5 years ago? Now, Bosa said this, though. He said, it wasn't directly towards that. It's not like I'm saying his stance and what he was doing. That's not what I was talking about at all. It was just a specific thing that happened. And me, as a young kid, I thought popping into my head and boom, and decided to tweet it out. Bad decision. I respect what he's done. If it empowers anybody that's going to do a good thing, I apologize for that. So again, Bosa just apologized, right? So y'all need to give her y'all fucking feelings. Big country, he just apologized, right? So again, man, you want to talk shit about Bosa again, man. Leave that man alone, man. You let that man alone. Let that man get his money, man. And matter of fact, since we're on the subject too, man, Big Ben, right? Since you want to talk about quarterbacks, sir, Big Ben is the reason why Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell is not on that team no more. He's the reason why James Harrison, the same Harrison that helped New England get the 2 Super Bowls, right? Won them a championship and all. The reason why he decided to get traded to New England, right? You want to be out of there. Yo, quarterback Big Ben was accused for 2 rape charges in the past, where 2 women came out and said that Big Ben raped and molested him, right? He still got a chance to play in the league. No suspension, nothing, right? Since you want to talk about racism, right? This is the same Big Ben who was the reason why who threw Todd Haley on the bus when y'all lost to Jacksonville 2 seasons ago, right? Again, you got problems of your own right now. Since you want to be talking about Joey Bosa, man. Because matter of fact, speaking of Big Ben, I got an uncle-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my Uncle Nate, right? My Uncle Nate Turner. Born and raised in Pittsburgh, right? You know what I'm saying? Was raised in Pittsburgh, right? You got a whole lot of family out there, Steelers fans. The last time I saw my Uncle Nate was maybe like a couple weeks ago. He told me that people in Pittsburgh said that Big Ben had said some very nasty things about black folks off camera. Is the reason why that team don't like him so much, right? Yet y'all done gave him another big contract. Y'all gave Big Ben a big old contract, and he's the reason why y'all didn't even make the playoffs. The same Big Ben that threw an interception right to Denver's hands and messed y'all season up, right? The same Big Ben who couldn't beat the New Orleans Saints, right? That Big Ben. So you got a lot of things you got to worry about. But again, folks, I made this video prove a point that Kaepernick ain't that good. Kaepernick himself only want the money. He don't care about playing football no more. Because if Kaepernick was to be on somebody's football team right now and tries to play football again and show everybody he's not that good, he can't be a martyr no more, right? They look at him and say that the NFL ain't got him on there because he sucks, right? But the problem is, you pro-black revolutionaries, people like Big Country here can't see the facts at all. You so busy focused on racism that you don't see his skill set. The league being racist ain't got nothing to do with Colin Kaepernick's skills on the field. He's not that good of a quarterback. Okay, I'm just going to be very honest. All right? And y'all got to understand too, man, another reason why Kaepernick ain't in the league anyway, because Colin Kaepernick don't want to take a backup role. He's trying to start. That man want big money. Y'all got to understand, man, all these coaches got different quarterbacks on the depth chart. They got at least 3 or 4 other quarterbacks. They're not about to just bring Colin Kaepernick in the midway in the season, and you got other QBs that's been busting their ass, showing up the OTAs, showing up the training camp, that worked hard all summer, and is waiting for their turn. That's just not going to happen, man. Colin Kaepernick don't want to take no backup role at all. He don't. I'm just telling that now, man. And this is a man that was raised by a Caucasian family in Milwaukee. That means Big Country, his own biological parents who happen to be black, didn't want him, okay? Colin Kaepernick don't know a thing about racism, man. This man don't know a thing about being, you know what I'm saying, being treated unfair by the cops. And this is why people don't like Jason Whitlock, because Jason Whitlock see right through Colin Kaepernick since the very beginning. And I'm going to post some links in the description about other YouTubers who feel the same way I feel, right? Because again, man, this is ridiculous. The fact that you even come out with this video, you and TYT Sports, all you YouTubers, man, y'all just do this shit for views, okay? Because Colin Kaepernick has paid money not to even bring that stuff up no more. And that's another thing too. Nasty Diddy, man, shame on her, man. The reason why Arthur Smith is not with the 49ers, by the way, since I'm gonna bitch it, Nasty Diddy, soon as Arthur Smith, who was Nasty Diddy's ex, okay? The reason why Colin Kaepernick got into it with Arthur Smith in the locker room is because of Nasty Diddy. Arthur Smith told Colin Kaepernick, "Don't get with my girl," right? No, that's my girl, right? Colin Kaepernick wouldn't listen. So as soon as they shipped Aquan Bolden off to the Raiders. Not Aquan Bolden, but as soon as they traded Arthur Smith off to the Raiders, Colin Kaepernick got right with Nasty Diddy. So Nasty Diddy is just an opportunist. That's all she is. She's Colin Kaepernick's handler. Okay? This woman is a teen harper. She's a hoe. Gonna sit there and call Ray Lewis a freaking house slave. Like, what the hell, man? What type of bullshit is that? Your daddy is Arab. You're Middle Easterns. And by the way, Middle Easterns don't consider themselves black. I'm sorry, folks. Middle Easterns consider themselves in a higher upper class. You don't even see Middle Easterns even hanging with black folks like that. Okay? So again, Big Country, man, this video is stupid, man. You get on Joy on Nick Bosa is really childish. It really is, man. Because again, man, Nick Bosa is entitled to his own opinion. Now, he's doing what other white folks been doing for years. Okay? You know, the NFL could do what the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Big Country, if you don't like what's going on right now, I do remember that black folks can start their own league. Y'all can put y'all money together and build your own team. Which y'all not going to do because y'all that lazy, man. I'm just serious. Y'all don't like it, don't watch the NFL no more. But y'all not going to do that. Okay? And while we on the subject too, man, Big Country, since you want to talk about racism, Colin Kaepernick being exiled, how come y'all coach Mike Tomlin, how come Mike Tomlin didn't go out his way to sign Colin Kaepernick? Mike Tomlin, you had the Denver Broncos coach who happened to be a brother, Anthony Lynn from the Chargers. You done had Todd Bowles, okay? You done had Marvin Lewis, Hugh Jackson. None of these black coaches that's been in the league all this time, none of them hired Colin Kaepernick. None of these black football players basically said, we're going to have a lockout because Colin Kaepernick's not being hired. None of them. So, Big Country, what does that tell you? When they had the Players Coalition, that Malcolm Jenkins and Anquan Bolden, matter of fact, Josh Dorman, when all these players got together, they had a Players Coalition to handle these issues with police brutality. Colin Kaepernick didn't show up to neither meeting. So what Josh Dorman told you was the truth, right? More than one player has said that Colin Kaepernick has not came to none of these meetings. Matter of fact, since y'all talk about Donald Trump tried to get Colin Kaepernick to talk to him. Donald Trump had his White House open for these football players to come forward and talk to him. Colin Kaepernick was not at the White House at all, and neither was Black Lives Matter or George Soros in that point. And I got a video on Black Lives Matter anyway, Big Country. You can go on my YouTube and look at my videos, right? So again, Big Country, stop race baiting, man. You just doing this for views. Because you obviously are not bringing up that, again, man, you obviously don't forget about that settlement. Colin Kaepernick settled out of court to not talk about this no more. That means Nancy Lady can't go on Twitter harassing other black people. Like, when she brought up when she talked against Big Boy and Travis Scott, that was out of line. Big Boy has every right to perform in the Super Bowl for his hometown. She gonna have the nerve to say, oh, because Travis Scott and Big Boy decide to participate in the NFL, she's against them. If you're not with us, you against us. So what kind of shit is that? And Colin Kaepernick didn't say nothing about it. No. Nancy Lady can't go on Twitter no more. Colin Kaepernick can't go on Twitter saying that he's blackballed. Okay? So, Big Country, you and all these other YouTube channels need to leave this shit alone. Go on about your business, okay? If you don't like the NFL, don't watch it no more. Don't buy Madden 20, okay? Don't buy no more jerseys. Don't watch the Pittsburgh Steelers no more. Don't watch it no more, okay? Get on about your business, okay? Leave this shit alone. Colin Kaepernick ain't speaking up no more. He ain't no activist. You don't need to be doing it neither, all right? And folks, that's the video. But again, man, y'all need to get over your feelings already. It's over already, all right? Colin Kaepernick sold out. Okay, he, like I said, the man basically took the money NFL offered him so he could stay quiet. So that means the NFL never really blackballed or exiled him in the first place. If Colin Kaepernick not going to expose it. If they're going to take it to court, right? Anyways, y'all, man, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.